Welcome to Ural of New England and AlphaCars. My name is Dimitri, and we're going to be checking out 2021 Ural Gear Up two-wheel drive in Cascade green. This is the premium color. It's a beautiful deep green, clear-coated color, and it looks gorgeous. It also has sunbrella beige trim for the tonneau cover, for the dual solo seats, and of course for the Gear Up famous folding shovel. Yeah, this color nicely breaks up the Cascade green and the black trim of the bike and introduces just a nice bright detail. Obviously, if this is something that you wish to have in a different color, we can change that for you. But this is a very popular trim combination, and it is set up with the dual tractor seats, as you can see, for the rider and for the rear passenger. The bike itself has one of the best, in fact, all the best options that are available from Ural factory. Hindenburg tires make the bike look awesome. They are a little bit wider. They're great for on-road use, and they're awesome for off-road use. All four tires, including the spare, of course, have this Hindenburg tires. Check them out. Really, really nice. The bike also has been manufactured with the undercoating on all three fenders and on the bottom of the sidecar. Check out the undercoating under the fenders. Yeah, as you can see. It has black powder-coated drivetrain, engine, transmission, final drive. The gas tank has a toolbox on the top with a little key that you can lock and unlock. Also has knee grips, and it has metal, raised black metal Ural nameplates. We are going to remove the tonneau cover to check out another cool feature. The interior of the sidecar tub and the cargo area have spray-on bed liner material applied before it was painted. And this creates a really durable scratch and kick-resistant coating that we already tested and Ural riders tested, and it holds up phenomenal. Inside the sidecar tub, all Gear Ups come with a power outlet, auxiliary switch that could be used for future accessories, and there's a 4-circuit fuse box up there. And in the trunk, yes, in the trunk, we have the comprehensive toolkit, detailed owner's manual. This owner's manual is similar to a shop manual, and a touch-up kit, and of course there's a floor mat. Here's the coating. You can see it's applied to the cargo area. Let's take a closer look at the drivetrain of the bike. Here's the final drive, and the modern two-wheel drive Urals do not have a differential for a reason. They have a lockable, on-demand two-wheel drive system. So with this lever, you engage. Here's the lever, right here. Right here. So with this lever, by moving it towards the rear of the bike. You move this linkage, and then the lever on the final drive engages the drive shaft that transfers the torque to the sidecar wheel. And when it does that, it is actually it becomes a solid axle. So the traction is incredible. The reason they did away with the differential is to eliminate any type of slippage, especially on a sidecar wheel, which doesn't have as much weight as the bike wheel. By the way, check out the grease fitting here. So that is the final drive. Then we have the shaft driven. It's a shaft driven bike, so there's a drive shaft there that brings the torque through the flex joint right there from the transmission. And here we have the state-of-the-art 750cc latest generation Ural power plant. And while the power and torque specs are not that much different from the first gen fuel injection system and the before the engine improvements, with this new engine, the torque kicks in incredibly early on, and the difference in the way that the bike feels is simply incredible. If you drive one with a carbureted engine and then you go to generation 1 fuel injection, you'd say, wow, oh my God. And then when you go from Gen 1 to Gen 2, which is not just the fuel injection, there were a number of critically important updates and engineering implementations that were done on the engine. So when you go from Gen 1 to Gen 2, from 18 to 19, 20, 21 Urals, you say, oh my God, this is like different bike. Yes, it is 750, it is fuel injected just like before, but it's way, way, way different. And we're not saying those are bad bikes. Those are 2014 to 18. Those are great bikes. And they're awesome value as a pre-owned bikes, and I wish we had more of them. But it certainly does not give you the performance of the Gen 2 2019 and newer. So let's get this bike started. We always make sure we're neutral. Starts right up. LED driving lights. We have so much for auxiliary lighting that we offer on our e-store. You should definitely check it out. Yeah, here's another cool spot that we don't always show, and people ask what's behind this cover. It's very simple. It's access to the fuse box. So here's a fuse box diagram, very simple in the relays. And there's access to your battery right here. Very simple. This is negative, there is positive. And here is the diagnostic connector right here. There it is. Here's the diagnostic connector. And anytime we set up the Ural, we always wire in a charging port. Very simple. We do it at no charge. It adds a $60 value because if you have to do it later, it's definitely more labor. So we do it at the time when we set up the bike. While we have this view of these seats, I want to mention these are very comfortable seats for regardless your height and weight and your seating position. These are actually one of my favorite seats, and I talk to a lot of people that ride Urals, and they love these seats. So you can add, and we offer that, you can add an additional seat spring if the weight of the rider is close to or more than 220 pounds. So what you do, you take this one and you loosen these bolts, and there's another one up here. So there are 3 mounting bolts, and you slide it over this way. You can see, you can slide it over this way, and then you can put another mount behind it. You can also, if you're a lighter person, you can just take this and slide it over here, and it will give you more cushion. And the same is true for the rear seat. Yeah, we put the cover back on. Here's the famous alternator. That it's pretty much an automotive Denso alternator that runs over 50 amps easily, and it can run. We've done bikes with heated seats for front and rear seat, for the sidecar seat. You can plug in your heated gear. You can have all kinds of lights. You can have heated grips, and this alternator does an awesome job. As far as electrical, the other thing that we do is the way we run the harness for the driving lights is different from the way the factory sets them up. So the factory suggests to run the wiring harness on the inside of the tube, and there's nothing wrong with it except it doesn't look as good. And obviously, if you get into off-road situation and jam against that area where the harness runs, there will be a damage to the harness. So what we do, we drill the hole, we touch up the open metal, we install the grommet, we run the wiring in, we run it through the bumper into the rear plastic cap where we catch the harness, and we bring it in to the sidecar tub. We should also mention that the late model Urals come with really nice steering dampers, and they're designed specifically for Ural motorcycle. Between all the geometry and the valve porting inside, it has I think it has 18 different settings that you can set. You start in the middle, and then you can go up or down, and you can fine-tune the way that your steering is dampened, and that makes an awesome compensation. It contributes to a lot of different things when you're riding, including as a sidecar bike, when you accelerate, it has a tendency to pull to the right, and when you decelerate abruptly or accelerate abruptly, when you decelerate, it will pull a little bit to the left. So with a steering damper, that effect could be reduced dramatically. So we hope you enjoyed this video. And this is a gorgeous motorcycle. We literally just set this up, and it will be available on our website very, very shortly. We're getting ready for the spring. It's been already super busy, and we're just ramping up the inventory to have more bikes available. So check out our inventory on alphacars.com, ALPHACARS, or simply give us a call at 978-263-9000. My name is Dimitri, and I hope you loved this video. Please subscribe to the channel and mark the video as liked. Thank you.